last time on Scottland General.
I donated an organ.
It was an open and shut case, the quickest I'd seen in all my years as a lawyer. Due to the circumstances and the illegal use of hospital tools and utilities, the jury only needed 13 minutes to decide Mac was guilty of all charges. I don't blame her lawyer for giving up so easily. If I had been her lawyer before I was in love with her, then I probably would have taken any chance to forfeit the case myself. Not much of a lawyer now, though. Miss enough cases for chemo, and the judges will see to that. Matt got sentenced to 30 years in prison for trying to clone me, and it wasn't until I found the note that she left me that it all made sense as to why she would risk it in the first place.
Dear Ashley, if you found this, then it means that I'm either in prison or dead. To be honest, I hope I'm dead. I'm sure you figured out what I did to Dr. Scott, but you probably haven't figured out why it needed to be done. I love you, Ashley. I don't want you to ever doubt that, but I needed to clone you in order to keep you alive. I'm sure you've been having your doubts as to whether or not I truly love you, especially when you found out that I was making a new you. But trust me, I had the best intentions. Have you ever seen that movie, The Island? It's terrible, but the movie gave me a great idea. In it, there are clones who are used as organ donors for the original they're based on. Since they have the same genetic makeup, the person receiving the organ doesn't have any chance of having his or her body reject the new heart, lung, or whatever it is they need. There's something I haven't told you. Your cancer. It's getting stronger. It's been fighting off any medication or therapy we give it, and I'm not sure how much longer you'll be able to combat it before it consumes you. That's why I cloned you. I figured if we had a healthy version of you in the world and harvest what we need... I don't know. It was a foolish idea, and now you're worse off than you ever were before. I'm sure if you're reading this that the clone has been terminated, and you're alone and helpless. I'm so sorry, Ashley. I tried to help. I hope you know how much I love you. Mac.
But no, the fetus was kept alive and well. After Dr. Scott had come to, he was told of the fetus growing inside him and how technically he was the parent. In a shocking turn of events, the government actually allowed him full parental rights. Now it's 6 months later, and he's given birth to a healthy baby girl. Me, from another stage in my life. As soon as I found the notes, I knew what I had to do. With my law license revoked and no healthy future ahead of me as it is, I turned to something I knew very little about. I broke out of the hospital during the night, long after Dr. Turk Mason had clocked out. Benzie was passed out in the lobby, glitter on his face, exhausted after a hot, steamy night at the club. While I was leaving, I took a pit stop in 2 places, the pharmacy and the janitor's closet. I grabbed all the chemicals my weakened body could carry, Sudafed, Lye, Drano. I've put people behind bars for less than what I'm about to do, but desperate times call for desperate measures, and God knows they were desperate.
5 minutes, you two. I'm laying my ass on the line for you girls, so you better make it worth my while later on like you promised.
Por supuesto, papi, like we promised. You've taken out 3 of my women already, Mujer de Medicina. I'd be proud if they hadn't been my women.
4.
4?
Cuatro. 4.
So you got las cenizas this morning, then?
Si.
Cut the Espanol bullshit. You came here knowing nothing, and you'll die here knowing nothing. When you arrived here, we took you in as one of our own. Your healing ways were doing miracles for our fallen women, but now you betray us? These last few weeks you've been fighting your own kind, when there are other wars to be fought, sister.
I'm not your sister.
You got that fucking right. No sister of mine would betray me and spit upon her own familia. You've taken your sisters out of the game and gotten them locked up, spinning your way to a free ride, while they rot away in solitary, but not anymore. I've got about 2 more minutes to put you in your place, Muerte Medicina.
You mean you've got 2 more minutes until I gouge eyes out?
Big words for a medicine woman.
Face it, sister. You talk big, but where there's flames, there's smoke to do the real fighting. You're nothing but a puppet master taking these damaged women and making them dance for you.
El Humo, no. Let's listen.
You think too small, El Fuego. You think cell by cell, but not block by block. You don't have puppets here. You have an army.
An army? Dime, what would we do with an army behind bars?
Mobilize.
Ha! Against what? The guards are all armed and there's not enough morale to organize a prison-wide uprising.
It's simple, really. All you need to do is find a common enemy. Someone for them to unite against.
Like perhaps a woman who stops stringing their wounds.
I was thinking the woman who's pulling the strings.
Okay? Papi, open this door.
Where de medicina?
5 more minutes.
Ay, Dios mío.